The Pokemon market is changing and there's nothing we can do about it. Welcome back everybody, I'm the Rich Nobody and I hope y'all are having a blessed day today. But let's just go ahead and get into the topic, the Pokemon market. Now, if you've been in the Pokemon community for the past couple of months now, you've probably heard of what is called the Pokemon market. And it's basically this huge secondary market that runs alongside Pokemon itself. And you've probably heard some of your favorite creators saying that this Pokemon market is booming. And not just booming, I mean, it's right alongside the Pokemon market boom that they had back in the COVID days. And personally, I feel like it might even be bigger than that last boom. But why is it booming exactly? Well, to understand the market boom, we first have to see how many people are actually participating in this market. And we recently had a surge of people in this market in like mid-October of last year, which is coincidentally around the same time that I started getting back into the hobby myself. But the sheer volume of people in this hobby is not the main reason why this market is booming. Now, I'm not quite sure what made people start getting back into it, because I know around the time that the market started to boom again was around the release of Surging Sparks, and I don't know what was super special about Surging Sparks. Maybe it was just because it was a Pikachu set and like Pikachu is the face of Pokemon, I'm not too sure. But something got people back into the hobby, and that is a theory for another day. But that doesn't excuse the fact that the new people in the hobby have started to raise these prices like crazy. Since more people are getting into the hobby and more people want all the sought after cards, it is making the prices for some of these products soar in price astronomically. Now, if you look at Evolving Skies for a very overused example, back in October of last year, I would say it was right around about 800, maybe 850, and by the end of the year it surged to over $1,000 per booster box. And then of course, right besides Evolving Skies, we had Fusion Strike soar in price. I think that's like a $500 booster box now. I can't exactly remember what it was back in October, but it's up there. And then of course we have the new era, Scarlet and Violet. All of these prices are soaring, especially for the newer sets. And of course we have Prismatic Evolutions that just released, according to my calendar, yesterday. And we all know that Prismatic has been a massive conglomerate of chaos. Now, if you're asking what exactly makes Prismatic Evolution so special, it's just because it's an EV set, and obviously Evolving Skies was an EV set and that soared to the moon, and everybody loves EV anyway, so no matter what it is, if it's EV, it's gonna go up. But yeah, Prismatic is basically following the footsteps of Evolving Skies and basically taking on the newer generation of Evolving Skies lovers. So does this just mean that the new market is going to be incredibly expensive and no one's going to be able to get anything, and then Pokemon is just going to be for the investor bros that have millions of dollars to spend on whatever they want? No. In fact, I think we might be headed towards a market crash. And I know that sounds crazy because everything right now is absolutely booming and all the prices are crazy, but hear me out. Recently, with the Prismatic Evolutions release, Pokemon announced that they would be ramping up production of Prismatic Evolutions because of the shortage that people are experiencing. And they're not just ramping up production, they're ramping up production to maximum capacity. Now, if you don't know Pokemon, when they say maximum capacity, that means they're going to be putting all hands on deck on Prismatic Evolutions, and they're going to print that thing to the ground. If they follow through with it, of course. But just like how Crown Zenith was absolutely printed to the ground and how it's still pretty cheap to this day because there's so much product to be found out there, I have a small feeling that Prismatic Evolutions might end up becoming the next Crown Zenith. Now, not in terms of prices, of course. I do still feel like since it is an EV set, no matter how much production that they print, you know, it's gonna continue to stay relatively expensive because it still has tons of sought after cards. But that doesn't excuse the fact that the price might actually drop a significant amount as far as where it is right now. A lot of people with the Prismatic Evolutions release are looking to pay roughly 100 to 120, maybe if they get lucky, you know, 70, 80 for an elite trainer box of Prismatic Evolutions. With more product accessing the market, that might drop it down maybe 10, 20 bucks, maybe even 30 if we're lucky. But other than that, I don't think it's going to drop all that much. But now, I don't think the market is going to crash because of Prismatic Evolutions. I think the market might crash because of the actions Pokemon is taking with prismatic evolutions. Now, of course, if you're in the Pokemon hobby, you've heard of the next set that's supposed to release after prismatic, which is Journey Together. And we already saw the pre-orders on the Pokemon Center website absolutely get demolished with Journey Together in the matter of like an hour and a half. I did a little rant on Journey Together actually, so if you want to go and watch that short, it's going to be up in this corner right here. If you just wanted to check that out and then come back to this, it's just a short. But given the massive hype that Pokemon has seen with prismatic evolutions, I feel like they might look forward at Journey Together and the Team Rocket set and be like, okay, we have this much demand for prismatic evolutions. We saw pre-orders sell out on Journey Together in the matter of like an hour and a half, and Team Rocket is all the buzz right now. So do we print a lot of those sets as well? And my guess is that they will most definitely print a lot of those two sets if they're smart. Now, of course, I'm just a random guy that just sits in his bedroom. I don't work for the Pokemon company, so I don't actually know if that's smart or not, but I do feel like it's a very potential reality that we could be seeing in the future. Pokemon has done nothing but grow and grow and grow after the past couple of months, and that just means there's more people out there that want their product. Now, if they at least wanted to try and satisfy everybody, they would definitely print a lot of the sets coming out in 2025. And you know what happens when there's a surplus of product in a market with high demand? If everybody gets it, the prices aren't going to be that crazy high. If everybody can get the same product, there's not going to be a whole lot of demand for it, which means there's going to be a lot of price competition among a lot of resellers or, businesses that are going to want to offload their product to everybody that they can. So what does this mean for us, the buyers, the collectors, the sellers? What do we do here? Well, in my opinion, I feel like as far as market price goes for right now for a lot of these modern sets, I wouldn't look at purchasing anything right now. I would definitely wait to see what happens with Journey Together, and then once Journey Together releases and we see prices either change or don't change, that's when I would make your correct judgment. But will the market crash even just a little bit? Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty inevitable now that we've heard that Pokemon has heard the demand that is out there for prismatic and that they've actually taken action to print more prismatic. And I feel like it's only going to follow with the sets that are coming out in 2025. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. And if you really enjoy this content, you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be having a lot more long form videos coming out in the next couple of weeks or so. I'm thinking on ramping up production on those. So look forward on that. Hope you're all having a blessed day today again. Thank you for watching. We'll catch y'all in the next one.